What's up? All right, guys. So, welcome to New Tricare and New Roids. There's something that we have that is just in research. It is doing some of the most astounding, absolutely revolutionary things that you have ever seen. It's literally changing the things that we know about healthcare. Here's the thing about how we go about disorders and disease. SR 9009. That one single thing has been shown to, with autoimmune disorders, such as lupus and Crohn's and things of that nature, it literally speeds up the circadian clock. When you have in our body, we have cellular reproduction, and in our body, you have when these cells reproduce, when we speed the clock up, it's like giving energy to the cells. And I think about it like this: like if I've got energy and my child comes up to me, he's like, "Dad, I need some help with this," and if I've got energy, I'm like, "Sure, yeah, like hey, let me show you how to do that properly. This is how we go about doing that." And I make it fun and it's entertaining for both of us. I run low on energy and my kid comes to me, he's like, "Dad, I need," and I'm like, "Ugh." It just gets on my nerves. I think the immune system, and well, not the immune system, but all the functions of the body, see, speeding up the circadian clock with SR 9009 increases cellular reproduction in the liver, the muscle, and the bones. When we do that, the liver is allowed to heal, the bones become stronger, the muscle becomes more dense, and then the other systems of the body. You see, your muscle is the muscular system is an extremely big, at least in me, is an extremely big set of or group of organs or group of tissues. And when we run low of energy, well, it suffers. Well, whenever we speed up the circadian clock or the cellular reproduction in those muscles, it alleviates the stress on the immune system. It alleviates the stress on the cardiovascular system because this stuff has been shown with cardiovascular disease to do some awesome things we get into. But one of the things that first we looked at it for was they call it exercise in a bottle. Now, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. That there is nothing that I'm talking about that has been evaluated by the FDA, the ATF, NBC, ABC, CBS. It is not approved by your insurance, or it probably causes cancer in California. Nothing that I say should be intended or insinuated or even thought that I'm trying to diagnose, treat, or prevent or cure any disease. What I am saying is there's some really cool substances out there that we can look into, and these are not for human consumption. You can't eat them. You can't take them. Do not use them as do not plug them, do not bang them, do not snort them, do not insufflate them, do not put them in your food, do not use them as cosmetics, do not use them on your skin as a skincare product, do not use them as a sexual aid, and do not feed them to your mother-in-law. Just be mean. Um, might be good. But no, these are not for human consumption. In order to order these products, you need to be doing research. If you're a researcher, you can get these products at newroids.com and newtricare.com. Those are my websites. I do not condone people taking these products. I think that covers everything. Not intended to diagnose, treat, prevent, or cure any disease. They have not been reviewed by the people. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, you should always consult your medical professional before changing anything in your diet, in your exercise routine, or in the way you go to the bathroom because they're smarter than us and we need to consult with them, a doctor, um, a psychiatrist, the local policeman, your judge in the town, and your mother in law because they're all smarter than us. So be sure you consult them before changing anything in your diet or exercise regimen. And me, I'm just a really slow redneck from Alabama, and I'm just here to give you information that could or could not be true. Do your own homework. I know nothing. Now, SR9009 in studies done, double-blind controlled placebo studies. I didn't make this up. It just, there's stuff. You can Google Scholar, SR9009, autoimmune disorders. Bam, 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 bam. Look at what this stuff is doing. It's literally helping to reverse. There is a guy that I know with a fish frog, monkey mouth, saber-tooth, spider cricket. His Crohn's was devastating him. He's put on his fish frog. When I say him, I mean his test animal, his research frog, mouse, monkey, spider cricket, has put on 25 pounds of lean muscle mass. He no longer needs the Remicade and the chemo drugs that he was given. It's doing amazing things. They're metabolic disorders. In other words, your metabolism is slow and you get fat. Thyroid issues, things like that. This is literally, they call it exercise in a bottle because they took a group of rats and they gave them Cheetos and put them on a couch, and they got diabetic and they got fat. They gave them one set, they gave SR9009, the other set, they kept giving them Cheetos and beer, and they kept giving both sets Cheetos and beer. But the ones that took the SR9009, their running capacity increased by 50%. Their fat percentage went down. Muscle went up. No changes. Other group kept getting fatter, more diabetic. There's a difference. I was looking into the liver health. Literally in testing, this has been shown to be able to reverse cirrhosis. That's big. Your liver is a very important organ in the body. Whenever anything you ingest is going to go through the liver. Now, there's a discrepancy as to can you take this orally or does it have to be injected? When you take it orally, or not you, when you administer it orally to your fish, frog, monkey mouth, saber-tooth, spider cricket, it is going to hit their liver first. Most of it will be used there for a while. That's not a bad thing. Then, once it's finished using all that cellular energy in the liver, it is then able to go through the rest of the bloodstream. Now, this is completely and purely theoretical, but common sense dictates the liver is the first thing to filter when you swallow something. Or a fish frog, monkey mouth, saber-tooth, spider cricket swallow something. So, it'll take up the most energy there, and then it will go and have the benefits in their muscle and their blood, things like that. That's why we must dose properly. That's why you go to Neuroids, and that's why you go to New Tricare. We are the only company out there I know that goes through the painstaking process of having third parties test for perfection of product. Like, one of our testers has a $500,000 machine. So we know not only that it's right, but that it'll work. Because that machine is, thank you, Song. Southwest Clinical Labs, y'all, check them out. Cancer. It's literally poison to cancer. Like, if you just look up the studies, go to Google Scholar and look up cancer study. It's amazing what this is doing. Bone loss. Anytime that you increase muscle mass, the muscle pulls on the bone. The bone then has an osteoblast process, so it starts bringing in new bone and getting rid of old dead bone because you need it because you're picking up heavy things. It's amazing. That is going to replace one day most of those drugs. Now, if you can't get a hold of that, that's too, like, people can't take it. But here's what you can do to get some of the similar results that we've seen. People with Crohn's or lupus, if you would get a hold of some MPS 200X, now MPS 200X is an interesting thing. It literally, in our body, we have, in our immune system, we have generals and we have soldiers, right? Well, when the generals communicate with the soldiers through lines called mucinous polysaccharides, when these lines get broken down, well, the general can't talk to the soldier. So what happens is they need to reconnect these lines. Now, if that were taken with SR9009, but we reintroduced the MPSs into the system, and now general can communicate with the soldiers. Calls them up. Hey, boys, see, what happens is when the general can't communicate with the soldiers do what soldiers do. They go out, get drunk, and attack the wrong thing. You do. Shut up. So what happens is when the general gets back in touch with the soldiers, he picks up the phone. He says, hey, boys, regroup. We only attack foreign entities, not domestic. That takes away the autoimmune aspect, right? Well, that is going to be great for any of these autoimmune disorders. Now, except for fibromyalgia, I don't even think that's autoimmune. Lupus and Crohn's and rheumatoid arthritis, MPS is great there. Now, you also want to look into, with Crohn's, the regular and Thurston compounds. Thurston's a digestive enzyme. Your regular is different sizes and different types of fiber to go in and help break everything up and get everything working again and get functionality there. MSM plus C would be a great idea for any of them to put elasticity back in the cell. But then you have a product like with rheumatoid arthritis, MK677. MK677 is a growth hormone secretagogue. Now, watch the video on MK677 coming out soon, and that, another revolutionary product. Arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes. Now, I know a cute little saber-toothed fish frog, monkey mouse, spider cricket. She's had type 1 diabetes since she was 12. She's now 35, 34. It's an old fish frog, monkey mouse, saber-toothed spider cricket. But anyway, I mean, for an animal, that's, elephants and people are the only ones that really get that old. Anyway, SR9009, she's down to half of a shot, where she was taking 4 a day. Her saber-toothed fish frog, monkey mouse, spider cricket is down to a half a shot per day to regulate insulin. I don't know if you know how big that is, but that's life-saving, changing, because insulin is what does the damage in diabetes. Too much of it rips apart your cardiovascular system. Too little of it, you're diabetic coma. That's just what I've seen so far. Now, it is a REBERB agonist, which is what means speeding up cellular reproduction or increasing the circadian clock. Now, you can get these at newtricare.com if you are a researcher for research purposes, not for human consumption. You can get this stuff in blue to help balance all this out for people. Okay, you can get that on the other side of the site. Okay, that's just newtricare.com or neuroids.com. Newtricare.com we're working on. It's not completely done yet, but Neuroids is. It's waiting for you. Now, as far as how are we able to provide these things, please watch some of the other videos on that. I don't have time to explain that right now, but trust me, man, my only job is to provide my friends and my family with the absolute best products that I can possibly get. The most pure, healthy things out there. If it's not something that I would personally or have not, if I haven't personally um, researched it with my fish, frog, monkey, mouse, saber-tooth, spider, cricket, it's not going on the website. I like my pet a lot. I wouldn't do anything to hurt him. and I sure as hell wouldn't provide you with research chemicals that I thought would cause any damage. But you must also know there's no liability on me. These are not for human consumption because that's the only way that we can sell them. With that said, I'll tell you this. I'll never, I may never tell you everything that I believe, but I swear to you, I will never tell you anything in which I do not believe. Donald Trump signed the right to try bill, which is in terminal cases, you have the right to try any research chemical you wish. Now, as a research chemical, we have the right to research anything we wish. I honestly wouldn't carry anything that had not first been vetted and had not first been used by my research animal. These are some revolutionary, awesome things that are being held back from you, and you can see that all that information on another video. But you can also use your promo code SETH, or whoever told you about this. You can use their promo code. I'm doing the best I can to provide the best stuff on earth. Any way I can help you, that's my job. I'm at your service. You're the boss. I just run the company. Any way I can help, let me know. My telephone number is 256-497-0494. Please text me. Or you can email me at sethnhc@att.net. Appreciate your time. I hope y'all do your own studies and look into this because this stuff is really cool. Or I may just be a nerd. Anyway, thanks, y'all.